Thank goodness for camera angles because you can't see how dirty my room is right now. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to a new episode of I was so busy doing homework I missed my own channel's 2-year anniversary. So a couple of weeks ago on Instagram I asked you guys if you wanted to ask me questions about what it's like to have a YouTube channel and stuff like that. Mine's like a very small YouTube channel. I do everything on my phone, but I've been doing it for like 2 years now, and maybe it's better. I don't know. A couple of you answered or asked questions, and I thought it'd just be fun to go through and answer them while I unboxed this girl because she is no longer relevant and I want to get her unboxed. She is the only Barbie extra besides some of the originals that I've even been interested in, so I'm super glad I have her and I'm excited to open her. But we will answer the first question, which is, what inspired you to create your channel? And I've mentioned this on my channel before. I started my channel because I was getting really bored of everybody else's content because it was so family friendly, corporate sponsored, ass kissy, like wanting to get on the PR list, really bad kind of bullshit. And nobody was cussing, nobody was being funny. It was just very like serious, direct, to the point. Product placement and stuff like that. I don't know. It just, like, I didn't feel like adult collectors could go watch, like, content geared towards adult collectors. Girl, a year later and they still can't get the packaging easy to open? Okay, so the next question is, do you have a dream ideal setup for filming, or what are things you would want to add or try out? One thing I would really, really like is to not have a shared space with my dolls that is also like my bedroom, because I have to move around like the whole room, get it cleaned up and everything before I film. Usually I can't just like film because I want to film. I have to constantly move my mic, my ring light, all my equipment and everything so that I can use this room as a room but also as a place to film. So I would like more room, I guess, like a more semi-permanent spot to keep all my stuff. Wish I was better at editing, doing thumbnails, stuff like that. This is ultimately just a hobby for me. I still would like to have stuff to put more effort into the channel. So the third question is, have you ever had any drama with other doll YouTubers? And I'm gonna say no. I had one doll YouTuber block me on YouTube because I called out like one thing they did wrong. And it was like one thing, you know, everything else they were doing is perfectly fine up until that point. I didn't even know that they blocked me until somebody else asked me about them. And then I was like, oh yeah, I guess they did block me. Oops. So that's the closest thing I've ever had to drama. I could see myself getting into something at some point if there's too much attention on me, because I do call out like shitty behavior and I'm not perfect. I'm sure there's something I did along the lines of doing this channel that's not cool. I don't know. But I could see myself getting into quote unquote drama. I don't think it would be me, like the drama. I think it would be, the way I see it playing out is I would call somebody out for their shitty, problematic bullshit behavior. They would have a ton of crazy stands and they would send them my way to give me a lot of problems, even though I was like, hey, that was the shitty thing you did. Don't be a shitty person, you know? So, but I'm also 30. I don't really want to like get dragged into any of that stuff. I just like being over here in my own corner. So the next one is, who's your favorite doll YouTuber? That's hard. I did like a video, like a top 10 favorite doll YouTubers, and it's already incredibly outdated. Like Mick and Mike don't even really have a channel anymore. Claudina really showed her ass. Just like stuff like that. Like, so it's hard for me to say if I have like one singular favorite. A lot of the channels I watch are around my size or smaller, and I really like those channels. So like Life in Plastic. I've never known how to say it. Is it Nate the Turd the Third or something like that? Nate, I love him. Callie Storm Dolls, Barbie Nation, just like all the smaller channels I really, really love. There's no like bigger channel that's like doing a super duper job right now that I'm like, yeah, this is so funny and I want to watch all their videos, because honestly, they're all corporate shills and they're kind of like, frankly, boring. Okay, but like work. She is so cute. And I love this floral. Are you kidding me right now? You are so pretty. It's like, bitch, I know. Would you ever have guests on your YouTube channel? And yeah, I have before. Adam from The Doll List, we've collaborated a couple times. One of my favorite videos I ever did was with Adam, and it was when we were unboxing those color reveal mermaids. I would. I live in a small town and nobody here really has a channel. I've had 2 people here say that they've watched my channel. And that's interesting because it is such a small town. Okay, so this one is, how long do you think Rainbow High LOL OMG will last, especially since MGA is kind of a mess right now? LOL OMG, I feel like they came out of the gate really, really strong. And people still buy them. Like, adult collectors still get excited about them. But if you go to the stores, they are sitting on the shelves collecting dust. Like, they're not like selling out completely like when they first came out. So I do think the hype is definitely dying down. The thing with LOL OMG dolls is, if MGA wanted to, they could just keep going. Like, they have like 1,000 different celebrities to steal looks from. MGA loves stealing designers from really small Instagrams and other social media apps, and they could constantly keep stealing from other, smaller creators and not crediting them because they love to do that. So like LOL OMG could just keep going and going. I don't think it will. MGA never makes a line that lasts like incredibly long except for Bratz, and it's, that's like a whole different scenario though, with like Barbie and Mattel getting in the way and stuff like that. As far as Rainbow High goes, I love Rainbow High, but I don't want it to go on for much longer. It is so fucking expensive. It it is draining all of my money. The people behind Rainbow High are just a bunch of fucking dumbasses on social media. That I'm not talking about like the individual artists and small talented designers behind the scenes. I'm talking about the people who represent the brand publicly. Just asshats. So I would be okay if Rainbow High went about the length of Monster High before the reboot. What was that, like 6-7 years before Monster High started like going downhill? I'd say that, but like, I don't know. We've had, somebody was saying it the other day, like 43 dolls released since last year when Rainbow High first came out, and that just seems like a lot. Is it hard managing a social media presence, particularly YouTube, while having to go to like school and work and everything? And yes, I don't know how I do it. My channel literally, like, I'm monetized or whatever. I don't make money. I get a paycheck from Google AdSense like maybe every 2 months. And it's nothing. It's like barely enough to buy some dolls. And it's my hobby. It's the one thing I give myself time outside of school and work to have fun. I very much like my channel for what it is. It gives me what I want. And it's my outlet. It is very expensive because I buy a lot of dolls. And like I said in one of my other videos, I'm just buying dolls just to put them on the channel, and that's not cool. I should only be buying dolls I love or am excited about. Like this girl right here. God, she's so pretty. But yeah, it's hard because I'm a full-time student. I'm a full-time worker. And this channel, you guys have seen it. I've slipped many times on this channel where I haven't posted for like weeks because I just can't. So yeah, it's not my highest priority, but I do love my channel. But it is a hobby first and foremost. I'm not trying to get like famous or anything crazy like that. Like even right now, my channel's only like around like 3,500 subscribers, and that's a good size. Like that's manageable. I can still answer comments. I can still kind of talk to you guys one-on-one, know who you are individually. it gets a little murky once you start getting like bigger numbers. And then the same person that asked the last question, how do you manage not shutting yourself down entirely? I have high blood pressure. First of all, I had it before I turned 30, which is not a good sign for your health. And so I literally have to let things go, be calm, figure it out, not sweat the small stuff kind of a thing, because I like believe it will literally kill me. And I'm not one of those people that are like relatably depressed or anything, you know? Like if I am depressed, I'm in massive denial of it and I ignore it. But I don't feel it. I do feel like the will to live and stuff like that, and I do keep going. And school, the only reason I'm even sticking with it this time, because I've dropped down and gone to school like 100 times, is because there's an end. I can see it. I'm literally like, I've been going to school for like over a year now. I've already knocked out 2 semesters worth of credits and summer school credits. Like I can see the end in sight, and I think that helps me a lot. And I'm very, very lucky because the restaurant I work at is amazing. The owner is a former server. She's just the biggest sweetheart. She knows how to take care of her employees. Like I've never worked at a restaurant that is run so well, has such a great philosophy behind it, and the workers are genuinely happy to be there. In fact, the only thing that's ever going to make me quit my job right now is the fact that I will eventually have to leave when I'm done with school. So that's what helps. So the next question's cute. What's your dream childhood doll and do you have it? And yes, I do. It is the 1991 mermaid Barbie. I was born in 1991, so she's very special to me. She is one of the first mermaid Barbies, if not the first mermaid Barbie. And she is just absolute perfection. So 90s, just beautiful. So she was my dream doll when I was a kid, because every little girl when I was a little kid had one. And once I was finally an adult and I was allowed to buy my own dolls, I got one, and I love her. I ruined her a little bit though. Her makeup's a little messed up because I took a bath with her once, and I put like oils in the bath for some dumbass reason, and when I pulled her out, it took a while, and now her hair is kind of weird too. But she is my dream doll from my childhood, and I have her. So, you know, yay being an adult. Okay, so this one. Do you still enjoy making videos? And yes, I do. Every once in a while, it becomes more of an inconvenience than it does a hobby and fun and everything. And those are usually the times you'll see where I haven't posted for like 2 weeks. That's when I find it kind of tedious. But then I get in modes where I'm like, oh, I just want to produce content and have fun and talk in front of the camera and do stuff like that. And so I still do enjoy it most of the time. So this one is, I'm 33 and I'm scared to start a channel. Were you scared to start at the beginning? Excuse my English. Oh, your English is beautiful, like perfect. Don't even, okay. So, my biggest thing for a channel, and the reason I started my channel, I've been talking about starting a channel ever since like YouTube existed. I have no idea what it would have been back in the day, but Barbie unboxings seemed like the choice. So when I was getting ready for my channel, I was constantly making excuses. I was stockpiling a bunch of dolls and stuff like that. And then right when I was about to start my channel, that's when YouTube announced the new FTC COPPA guideline stuff because they got their asses in trouble. And that was like 2019, yeah. I was watching like videos on how to start a channel, how to do this, and I don't remember who the guy was, but I remember what the guy said. And he said, just do it. Nobody's gonna see your first video. Nobody's gonna care about your first video. Just get it done and put it out there and keep going from there. And when I was thinking about that, I was like, he's absolutely right. Nobody's gonna see my first video. Your first video is not gonna be good. You're not gonna be a success from the start. I'm 2 years and I'm only like 3,500 subscribers, and I'm fine with it. I think that's amazing. It's way more than I ever thought I would get. But so my advice would be, just go ahead, give it a shot. I literally do everything on my iPhone. The most expensive thing I've bought outside of my iPhone was a ring light, which was like about $100. I think my mic was $50, and then the lamp I use for extra lighting is an IKEA lamp. And I use my window for natural light. So I would just say, just go for it. Nobody's gonna watch your first video. Just have like a good concept and go from there. Hey guys, so I was editing this video and I found one more question, and it was like, where do you see your channel in a year? And I have no idea. It'll probably just be the same it is right now, where it's unboxings and commentary and stuff like that. And then the final little question for this cute little 2-year anniversary Q&A. What was your first doll? And I've talked about him before. He is the Ocean Friends Ken that came with the dolphin. I loved dolphins growing up. I loved Barbies growing up. I wasn't allowed to have a Barbie because I was a boy, but I was allowed to get a Ken because it was a boy Barbie, and he came with a dolphin, and dolphins are my favorite animals. So he would have been my first Barbie. Well, the question was your first doll. He would have been my first doll. I've never rebought him. I don't know why. I always forget because I get distracted by other dolls all the time. One of my goals is to, if you can see Valentine Ariel behind me, one of my goals is to get all of the 1997 Ariel dolls. Like everything that came out from Mattel that is a doll related to The Little Mermaid in 1997. So there's an Ursula one, all the Eric dolls, her sisters in the Tropical Splash collection, which I have all those. I bought those off eBay because I lowballed some eBay seller, and they gave me the price, and I was like, shit. So I have like Kayla, her sisters, everybody in the Tropical Splash collection, and that was the one I was the most worried about. Everything else is pretty common, except for this. But I have this. This is probably one of the rarest 1997 dolls I've seen from the Little Mermaid collection. I'm glad I got it, and I'm glad it was cheap. Thank you, Mercari. I don't know why this wasn't a question. I'm just going off the rails here. And yeah, guys, I don't know. I like to think on my channel, in my little corner over the past 2 years, I have cultivated like my own little genre of doll collecting where I try to be as honest as possible. I try to be very adult oriented. I try to be funny, just stuff like that. I don't know. Jeffrey Steinman Reviews, that is now the Doll Daddy, which I changed that name for like in the future job opportunity wise. But I mean, there's already a bunch of stuff with my Jeffrey Steinman Reviews all over it. I don't know. I just like to feel like in the past 2 years, I've done something a little different than some of the other channels. I do feel like after I started doing stuff, I noticed some other like more gay men coming out and doing channels that were kind of funny and sassy, and I love that. I think that's awesome because there's tons of space on the YouTube platform for fun, creative, funny people. Okay, guys. So that was like my 2-year anniversary Q&A. I think I started my channel October 17th, 2019. It was either the 17th, the 15th, or the 16th. I don't super duper remember. It was a Merman Ken unboxing, which is right behind me. He's always in my backgrounds, even if I change it for like Black History Month, if I change it for Ariel Month, whatever, he's still always in the background. And he's my channel mascot. But yeah, that is everything. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for an awesome 2 years. I still can't believe it sometimes. It doesn't feel real. And I just really appreciate each and every one of you. Even the ones that like call me dumb shit in the comments, like you still boost me in the algorithm and I appreciate it. So thank you guys so much. And I will see you in the next one. Is your necklace a whistle? Girl, you are so fucking cute though. Are you kidding me right now? Yes. Queen. I'll throw that dumbass pet away.